Okay. That's it. We live, nigga. All right. Post that on Facebook. Y'all watching everything live right now. We getting everybody here. See if we can get a couple viewers in. If you're on Facebook right now, I'm posting it on the Team Box Cutter, the Facebook/Team Box Cutter site. We're about to go in. You see the caption: America's Russian president, first Russian president, Donnie Tiny Hands. Don't worry about it. We getting there, man. We gonna get it in. We gonna get it in. Just putting it up. Okay.
Come on to the bar.
With that. It's live, you gotta take it somewhere else. If you can't take it here. Yeah. Oh, it's coming, people. Yeah, we turn the music off. How are we looking? Can we get some comments? How we look? Are we clear? I see it's live in HD. You never seen a basement like this. You're right. It's the 5-minute countdown. See what we got. Oh man, we're going in today. I can't wait. Any comments? Not yet. Not yet. There we go. There's one person there. I see you. It won't show me your name though, but I see you logged in. We about to get in there. We about to go in. Don't worry about it. Here come D-Boy Slim.
You.
What's going on?
Here I come.
Here you come. All right. Give it a couple minutes. I know that you see the title. Oh yeah. America's first Russian president. It's ugly. You gotta take a sip for that. So a few more people join in before we get this thing started. Matter of fact, I'm gonna send another post. If you guys go to Facebook and check out Bruce Lively page on Facebook, I'm about to post it there as well. Tell your friends, tell them to join on in. We live right now. It's the basement's first live show. We finally got it right. After many thwarted efforts. Trust me, it's been tough. I see another person joined in. Don't show me your name though, but I don't know why, but thank you. We about to get it started. We about to get it started. We're gonna post this on Calvin X page too. Why not? We're waiting for D-Boy Slim to come in, so we might as well go ahead and post it. How do we look? Leave that comment. It's the first HD show. First live show ever for the basement. Hope we don't make too many mistakes. All right, just waiting for a few more to join. We're doing it. Checking my notes. Why don't we play some music in the background for y'all while you're waiting? Why don't we play some music in the background for y'all? Let me see what we got. Hit these Team Box Cutter beats. You already know what it is, man. Oh yeah. almost time. The Basement Live. Any more subscribers coming in? Y'all log on. Tell your friends to log on. We here, baby. It's live. How many people we got watching? Okay, still y'all too. We're gonna do it right just for
man.
you.
Ah,
Here we go.
I'm back.
Okay, well, looks like this is where we stand.
Get my collar right.
Do it. Get it, matter of fact, make sure that, let me get it correct up in here.
Nah, my fault. My fault. We live?
Oh, we been live. They've been looking at my ugly face for a minute now. All right.
What we talking about here?
Here we go. Hello, YouTube. Cheers, and welcome to the basement. My name is Bruce Lively.
And I'm D-Boy Slim.
And this is the Basement Live, okay? First time in our history. I hope we get it right. I hope you hear us correctly, and I hope that we got a few more people tuning in. Now, today, it's exactly what the caption says. We have a Russian president in office, and I'm not even gonna, man, you know what? Here it is. We live. I'm gonna let D-Boy Slim start it off, man. What you got?
Well, you know what, Bruce? I won't even hold y'all. I know somewhat about what's going on as far as him working or selling us out. Actually, you know, he's the modern day Benedict Arnold. That phrase is gonna be rephrased to, you know, Donald Trump. He's the modern day traitor, actually. And I've heard about I think you know people filing for him to go ahead and get impeached.
Yep.
You know, but
where did you hear that?
What exactly is going on with this stuff?
Before I get into that, where did you hear that people filing for him to get impeached?
News. I'm not sure if it was CNN or Fox. You know, one of the news outlets though.
Okay. Indeed, it's about that time. Hold on, let me post this thing on Facebook right quick, man. Y'all gotta join in, man, cause I'm about to go in right now. I'm about to go in. We wanna get this. Here we go. Yeah. So, what is going on is we have a Russian president of America. When I said this, how many months ago in November, you know what I got? Matter of fact, I got notes. I'm going to read it to you because I don't want to mess up because we're live for the first time. The basement. Tell your friends to tune in. I'm about to go in. When I said it back in November, that Donnie Tiny Hands, thank you Jimmy Dore for that, was just a Russian puppet. I got hundreds of comments calling me a nigger. People telling me that they're going to tell their kids to come and kill my ignorant ass. The animosity was crazy. Y'all looked at me like I was crazy. I said it back in November. Now that Donald Trump Jr. literally gave up the evidence by tweeting the emails where he was colluding with Russia, y'all get this now. You didn't hear me. He tweeted the emails where he was colluding. As a matter of fact, the exact words were that he said was, "I love it. I love it," he said. The emails was from some dude in the EU somewhere, sent him an email and said, "The Russian government wants your daddy, now who's the second stupidest Donald Trump, to win. And we're going to let you have these illegal emails, illegal information, so you can do it." He didn't go to the FBI. He didn't say, "Hey, I love my country so much that I'm not going to do whatever it takes, even if it means colluding with the enemy, Russia, to make my daddy win." The second stupidest Donald Trump, because Junior is now the first. He said, "I love it." And then he tweeted it out.
Bozo.
Listen, the moral of the story is, I told you so. That's what it is. Okay? Where my music at?
Uh-oh.
I told you so. Back in November when I said it, y'all called me a nigger. You told me I was crazy, and I said he's colluding with the Russians. Nah, he's just a Russian puppet. Nah. I told you so. Point number 2. When I said back in November that this Russian puppet would literally back the annexation of European countries and destroy our alliances, y'all left comments. Y'all left the same racist comments. Y'all questioned my sanity. How could America back the annexation of Europeans? How could America lose the alliances that it took us 100 years to get? World War I and II. And then the UN. For skilled politicians who've been making these deals. You know what else y'all called me? Retard. Libtard. And all the other little childish comebacks that prove your limited grasp of the English language and your extremely low IQ. As a matter of fact, what would I expect? That's why you voted for Trump, because he's just like you. A limited grasp of the English language and extremely low IQ. But that's what y'all did. It makes sense. But now, after Russia, basically with our backing, infiltrated the French elections. And if you take a look at the last week's G20 summit, Donnie Tiny Hands at a table by himself sipping his sippy cup, while people who used to be our allies are laughing at him in disgrace, turning their backs against us. We've lost our allies and we've helped the Russians destroy them. I told you so. It's not even a year into the presidency yet. You gotta be kidding me, people. I told you so. What are you gonna say now? Do you realize that this man is not only the worst president, he's the first Russian president? Yeah. Ask the CIA. Yeah. Ask all of our intelligence agencies. They put him into office. And when I said it, you laughed. What are we going to do about it? You do understand that next year, 2018 November, we can vote again, right? What are we going to do about it, people? Now, until D-Boy, I got another point for you, but I just want to say something since I have the time, until he comes back. A lot of you might say, well, this is a hip-hop show. I turned into the hip-hop show to see hip-hop. I've been saying it for a year now. Politics is hip-hop. You know what? Ask Public Enemy. Ask Rage Against the Machine. Ask KRS-One. Ask Nas. Turn off this music. Ask Jay-Z. With his new album, 444, if politics is hip-hop. We talk about these things because politics is hip-hop. Thank you, new person watching, for tuning in. This is what it is. A lot of you seen my last 2 points and say, well, when I said back in November that we have a Russian operative in the White House, you laughed and you weren't sure how it affected you. Politics is hip-hop. You know why? Because when Trump care comes, when it gets passed, and it will get passed, ask your grandma how she's going to stay in the nursing home where she is when they phase out Medicare in 10 years. If that ain't hip-hop, what is? Ask Public Enemy. They will tell you politics is hip-hop.
And hip-hop is politics.
These are the facts, people. These are the facts. All the racist comments and all the people questioning sanity and all the people who have limited understanding of the English language and use words like libtard and retard and all this stuff, don't let that affect you. That's why they voted for Trump, because he sounds just like them.
How many passes is this guy gonna get?
How many passes? I got another point. And before I get to this point, D-Boy Slim, please tell me how many passes we're going to let this guy have.
How many passes he gonna get? He lied. He blatantly lied.
Over and over and over.
Said he seen guys high-fiving during the 9/11 in Jersey. We turned the other head when his wife blatantly took Michelle Obama's speech, word for word, verbatim.
And now she's slapping his hand away. She don't want him to touch her. You know why? Because he's a creep. And she's just now finding this out.
How many passes this guy gonna get?
Because the money has allowed her to close her eyes. Open your eyes, people. Because the name Trump is on a building doesn't mean he knows anything. He's proving to you his stupidity. But
over and over
and over. And it's not just stupidity. It's treason, people. Donald Trump Jr. tweeted the emails.
Break it down. I don't think people understand exactly what's going on, like how the extent of how big this is, how heavy that is. Like, in layman's terms, the guy's he sold us out. Like, this guy's a traitor.
He sold us out to win the election so he could make more money with countries because of his power as president. It sounds like a lot, but I'll break it down for you. We're live, right? Listen. In the emails that the first stupidest Trump, now Donald Trump Jr. sent by tweeting it, he got a conversation started with somebody who was in politics, somebody who knows certain people. Inside that email, it said, the Russian government backs your daddy, now President Donald Trump. And we have illegally found things against Hillary Clinton that you may be interested in, Donald Trump Jr. Any normal American who cares about where they live, even who's running for office, would say, I cannot take your illegally gotten information, the information that you as a foreign government and an enemy of the United States hacked to get, and use it against my own people. I can't do that. I would go straight to the FBI and try to win my election the right way. Not him. He said, quote, unquote, I love it. If what you're saying is true, I love it. Check it. It's tweeted for everybody to see. Facts. It's no longer a question. And if you have a question about this, it's because you want to deny it. It's because you've told yourself for the past how many months that this guy was going to turn up presidential somehow one day, or that your preacher told you that he's the right way because he's Republican. And so it's hard for you to fathom, but open your eyes. He's not here for you. He is literally against you. He is a Russian puppet. I don't know how to explain it any better than that. We're not talking about the lies, not talking about him grabbing pussies. We're not talking about his nonchalant attitude about stop and frisk. We're not talking about him employing all of his rich friends into every single cabinet position while saying he's going to drain the swamp. We're not even talking about that anymore.
Not even the bans on Muslims coming into the country.
We're not talking about the Muslim ban anymore. We're not talking about the violation of the Constitution. We're not talking... I could go on and on. I did before. When they called me crazy. It's now on paper. It's now on paper and on the internet. It's tweeted out. It's real, people. We're talking about somebody who took illegally gotten information from an enemy and used it against the people to get his own higher position. I don't know how else to say it. What did you call it? What did you say it was? Benedict Arnold. Really? Listen, I got one more. Anything else you got to say about this guy?
Pretty much filled me in and informed me.
It's documented. There's no more need for the rants. This might be the last one. It won't be, because he'll do something more stupid. Because for some reason he gets away with everything.
We'll be back soon as he gets impeached.
He should have been. The impeachment process should have already been, begun. For some reason, he gets away with it. I was talking to somebody yesterday who was like, he just started standing up for himself. He started getting a little more aggressive to people. And everybody calls him like he's the worst person on earth. And I said, man, that's because when nobody knows you to be that type of person, the minute you do it, they call you bad. But for the person that's been an a-hole their whole life, when they do it, it's just considered normal. And that's where we're at in our presidency. We have a greasy, disgusting con artist who's been showing himself to be as such his whole life. And so when he does it now as president, nobody can really find the words to say.
Huh? Anybody said Bernie? Oh,
I don't want. Oh, I don't want to go there. Where the music? Turn the music on.
Huh? I thought somebody said Bernie. My fault.
Where Bernie at? 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 Where Bernie at?
I thought somebody said Bernie.
These are the facts, people.
Pay me no mind.
Speaking of Bernie, I'm gonna get to my third point. Turn the music off. I'm going to read this to you because I don't want to mess it up. Now, for all the intellectual brothers and sisters out there that told me voting was unnecessary, for all the extra smart, inward-looking, deep-thinking brothers and sisters out there who told me that all the candidates were the same, for all the intellectual brothers and sisters out there that said, listen, this country is so cravenly racist that voting for any candidate is a vote against yourself, I say to you now, what do you say now? Because as a matter of fact, I beg you, before they pass Trump Care, okay? Before they pass Trump Care, go ahead and buy the coffins now, and it will pass. Go ahead and buy your coffins now for your family members with cancer and pre-existing conditions, because that's out of here. Go ahead and buy the coffins now for your grandmother who's in a nursing home or getting care at home and needs things like Obamacare or Social Security. I mean, Medicare, Medicaid. Buy the coffins now, because Medicare and Medicaid will get phased out in 10 years. And for people right now, 20 million of them will be dropped off of health care. And pre-existing conditions, gone. Buy the coffins now before they raise the prices on those later. Save yourself. That's all I got to say, except for the fact that, and it's harsh at a time like this, after I just had a statement like that, talking about the lives of real people. So believe me when I say it gives me no satisfaction to say, I told you so. In conclusion, November 2018 is coming. Especially people in Georgia. Watch me now. Listen to me now. Cry later. You didn't listen to me in November. You didn't listen to me back then in September. You didn't listen to me 3 months ago when we did how was it? In January. Fine. It's okay. This is why this show exists. Politics is hip-hop. And I won't stop. 2018, vote. And all of you people in Georgia, make sure that you go to the polls. You know why? There's a ballot on the polls in Georgia to be able to grow your own cannabis for medical purposes. So maybe those people who are dropped off the plans, and maybe those people who no longer have the pre-existing condition clause to get health insurance can grow their own medicine. You want to save your family? You want to save your cancer-ridden brother, sister, mother, daughter, husband? Vote. Vote. 2018. November 2018. Vote for the people who you want in Congress, but especially in Georgia. Y'all go out and vote and get that bill passed. It's going to be on the ballot. It's your turn. Vote. Let them grow medical marijuana in Georgia so we can save people like my brother-in-law who has cancer, who's damn near given up because everything's against him. Luckily, we're here for him, and we have that cure. But you have to vote. You have to vote. You have to realize the seriousness of putting a Benedict Arnold in office. You have to realize the seriousness of the first Russian-American president.
So I'm going to close it out like this. Yeah, it's kind of disturbing to think that in Donald Trump is a reflection of our country right now. I think more so it is a reflection of a system that may be broken.
Mm-hmm.
It's laughable, but at the same time, it's sad. This is our country, and I take pride in it, as you should. My son has to grow up here. Yeah, to think that we have a president in office in the greatest land that is in cahoots with Russia. That in itself, that's unfathomable. But it's a reality actually. We laughed off the thought of Bernie being in office. Everybody laughed that off and didn't want to even entertain it. He was too old, this, that, and the third. And the thing about that was, all politics aside, he just seemed to be the more honest choice. You know, all politics aside, I'll let you know. If you notice with me and Bruce, he gets into the intricacies of what's going on with the establishments and all the policies and politics. But and I get into it as well, but I let Bruce get the floor a lot of times. But all politics aside, like I said, everybody laughed off Bernie or whatever.
They did.
And now we're here. And now we're here. So I'm with Bruce, often, on this show, and that's why we did, one of the reasons why we did this one live. Often on this show, we often debate each other's points and point of view. I think it was necessary that we're both in agreement on this one. Yeah, that's where we at. That's where we at. This guy was a bozo from day one. Everybody knew it. He knew nothing about politics. He was born into wealth. He inherited wealth. So, what did we think that he could do for the country besides try to gain more for his personal interests and his family?
He said he would. So many times. So many times. We chose not to listen because we have, what is it called? Our culture and politics is so divided. I'm actually here for you too, Republicans.
And if you notice, he has done nothing. He never. There was no, through his whole campaign, there was never no solution. This is why he never discussed policy, because he never had one. He never had any ideas, or he never had anything innovative. It was always mocking the system. It was always joking at the next man and what he's doing or what he contribute. It was always a mockery. This is what his whole campaign. I laughed the whole campaign. It was always a joke with this guy, and everybody, fist pumped it.
It was really good reality TV. I'll tell you that much. The difference between reality TV and politics is reality TV isn't real. That's why we laugh at it. That's why we point at the girls and the boys fighting on TV. That's why we talk about it at the water cooler about what happened last week at reality TV and who's doing so and so and who's gaining what from where.
It looks real.
It looks real, but it's not.
It's scripted.
This year in politics, it looks fake, but it's real. It's happening. The laws are being passed. Right now, there are people in America that don't know that toxic waste is being allowed to be dumped into their rivers. That law is passed. That law is passed. There's still people in Flint, Michigan who are getting mail in their box, in their mailbox that says that they owe money for water that's poisoned with lead that they couldn't drink or use. There's still people bathing with bottled water, people, because of Republican legislation. Republicans didn't used to be like this. I had people on both sides of the fence. They just had different views of opinion. When did it turn into evil versus good? Don't be a part of that. Don't let them tell you that that's what you have to be in order to keep your values of low taxes or whatever it is you believe in. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, leave your comments.
Leave those comments.
Yeah, that's pretty much my wrap up.
That's the wrap up. Listen, people, we're doing this again. Next Saturday is the 100th episode of The Basement. We're going to get back to hip-hop. This is hip-hop, but we're going to get back to more, traditional hip-hop. You're going to see Calvin X, his album release next Saturday. We're doing it live again. It's going to be on point. Okay? You're going to want to watch. We're going to have a couple debates. It's going to be fiery. We're going to have an album release party. It's going to be a lot of people here so you can enjoy it. This is the practice run for a live session because it's our first one, and I hope you liked it. I see we had about, what, 10 people sign in? I love that. I love that. All 10 of y'all, I love that. And the people who left likes, I love that. Thank you for watching the first Basement Live.
We appreciate all the love out there. Keep tuning in. Like Bruce said, we got a dope show coming for you. Another live show to be our 100th episode. So
there it is.
To the next time, we out here.
I don't want to get off camera.
That's knocking.
That joint is knocking right there. Y'all don't know where the beach is from. That's Team Box Cutter Beach right there. Any of our other shows, you'll see where to get them. Woo! Go vote. November 18th. No, 2018, November.